If I asked you, who are you? How would you answer? Would you tell me your name, your job title? Maybe you'd begin sharing your life story. Or would you pause, unsure of what truly defines you?
Before we dive in, if you find these videos useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. It helps this channel reach more people who may be in need of help with their well-being, emotional pain, and direction in life. Thank you. Without further ado, let's go.
Each of us carries a version of ourselves, a story slowly built, piece by piece, over time. From the moment we are born, we start collecting identities. A name, a few labels, smart, quiet, difficult, gifted. We learn what pleases others, what draws disapproval. We believe the opinions of those whom we respect, so we adapt for our survival. We try to learn how to be likable, useful, entertaining, or invisible. We learn to survive, and to do so, we identify with everything that we experience. But how does this process of identification happen? Imagine that you have 5 friends, and you see one person who doesn't have friends. Comparison starts, and this may lead to the conclusion that you are popular, and you adopt that identity. But then, you see another person who has 15 friends, and comparison starts again. This may make you doubt that you are popular because that person has more friends. Now, if you happen to engage with more people who have more friends than you may start to believe that you are unpopular, forgetting the bigger picture. There are people with more and less friends than you. But pause, just for a moment. None of these are facts. They're assumptions based on our experiences, mirrors we've been staring into for too long. You might be gentle with friends, sharp at work, patient with strangers, irritable at home. So, pause the video and ask yourself, are these facts? Have you noticed how your tone changes when your boss walks in? The way your voice softens, your posture tightens, your words become careful. That's not how you speak to your sibling or your dog. It's not because you're being fake, but because your identity is adaptive. It's fluid. It's trying to keep you safe. This is what we do, all of us. We shift to survive. We don't confront authority like we confront family, because deep down, we fear the cost. Losing respect, losing income, losing connection, and that fear drives much of who we become. But here's the thing, it's not the full story. There's something deeper beneath the performance. Let's try the following. First, raise your right hand and put it down whenever you wish. Second, stop your thoughts until I tell you to think again. You may have noticed that you can control your body, because it is your body. However, you can't stop your mind from drifting and thinking by itself. Pause the video and reflect on this for a moment. Who is thinking? If I don't control my thoughts, is it me? You are that observer. You exist beneath your name, your job, your history, and everything that you think is your identity. That you doesn't need a label. It doesn't follow a script. No roles, no descriptions, just presence. You've felt this before. That moment when you're lost in something that you really enjoy, completely absorbed, not thinking, just being. In sports, this has been called the zone. In relationships, the honeymoon phase. This also happens when we witness something incredibly beautiful, Everything else, status, story, stress, don't seem to matter. Time doesn't matter. Hours look like minutes. In those moments, you're not trying to be anyone. You just are. No name, no role, no pressure, just you, enjoying the present moment without thoughts. Effortless, free. Reflect on this for a moment. Which moments put you into this state? But then the ego steps in. The ego, this identity we created for survival, prefers definitions. It wants control. It says, you're successful, you're failing, you're lovable, you're not enough. It lives in the past. It fears the future. It thrives on comparison. It tells you losing your job, being rejected or making a mistake means being less worthy, and even losing yourself. But what if that isn't true? What if none of those things could ever touch who you really are? What if every opinion about you is just a reflection of the person who holds it, not you? What if the real you doesn't need defending, or justifying, or correcting? What would life feel like if you didn't have to be anyone? If you could simply be? I'm not saying throw away your responsibilities or your personality. I'm only inviting you to recognize that you are not limited to them. You are not your job. You are not your past. You are not your reputation. You are the awareness beneath it all, the stillness underneath the noise. And in that stillness is freedom. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to remember. Beneath everything you've been told to be, you already are. Worthy, free, joyful,